All right, we want to cover a variety of troubleshooting items. Now that you're using your product, if you run into any challenges, we want to give you some common faults and fixes. And let's start with the shaft clamp. So we know that we're clamping the small end clip onto the shaft clamp, but a couple things that could happen to you. If you over loosen the shaft clamp, the bolt could fall out. So be mindful of that. We don't want to have this top screw come right off. So you just need to loosen it enough to maintain the bolt action on the back and open the teeth far enough to get it over the shaft, okay? Inside this shaft clamp, you'll see two different circumferences of holes in here that attach to the clamp. The reason for two is for the short band or for someone with short arms, we're going to use the larger hole because we're clamping it higher up on the shaft. For the regular length band, we're going to be somewhere in the middle of the shaft. So you'll be the judge as to which one of these clamp holes you utilize on your shaft. And you have some challenges with different shafts in the market. Some are thicker, some are narrower. Please be mindful that you only want to tighten this clamp enough to be secure on the shaft. If you over tighten, you could damage the golf shaft. And obviously, ProCenter and PlaneMate are not responsible for any damage you might cause to your golf club by over tightening this clamp. So just be careful. It should be on enough to where you gently move it with your hands and it does not move. There's a material inside here that's protecting the shaft, but also adheres to it. It's a little sticky, which is great. So it shouldn't move around a lot. In the event that you hit a golf shot and you look down and the shaft clamp is out of position, simply loosen it a little bit, put it back to a perpendicular angle to the club face. Sometimes the force of the ground could jar it. It's not a big deal. So that's covering the shaft clamp. Now, obviously, all three of these bands have two ends. They've got the big clip end and the small clip end. As a reminder, the small clip end with the little metal clip goes to the shaft clamp. The larger clip goes onto the rail. It's imperative that you clamp down. So we're hooking down on the rail, not from underneath. We simply just put our thumb on the opening and push it against the rail and it easily clips on in a downward manner so that when it's sliding across, if it's clipped down, there's very little chance of it popping off the rail. If it does, it's not a big deal. You may have had it clipped from the underside and it might have caught an edge and popped off. There's a variety of different things that could come up. I would say the most common is people feeling like the belt, maybe they're finding a challenge fitting the belt properly. So let us give you a few tips on making sure the belt is secure on you. If you're slim like Al, you want to make sure the belt is down low over top of your pant belt. And if that still causes in the swing the belt to slide up the waist, wear it even lower around the hips. Especially for women and very small people, wear it low on the hips and wear that belt really, really tight. The bar, again, is always on your trail hip, right hip if you're a right-handed golfer, left hip if you're a left-handed golfer. Yep. But we want to make sure that belt is tight. Now, Al, let me take this off for a second and show everybody that this belt, as it is normally, will fit 80% of our customers. However, in the box is an extender piece. If you're larger, you simply take that extender, Velcro it to the inside of the belt, and now we can make that belt extremely large if we need to. So now we can fit any size person. Now, what do we do if we're using this on a 6-year-old or a very slim individual, right? Yeah. So we are going to go ahead and put the belt on in its normal fashion. But as I come forward, I'm going to take the branding and I'm going to turn it inside and lay it upon itself. And I can make this belt now loop back and fit someone extremely slim. So this is great for junior golfers and just slim individuals. And again, we want to really make sure that we're wearing the belt as tight and as secure as possible. If you don't have it secure, as you follow through or in your backswing, you're going to feel the belt slide up to your rib cage. So if that's an experience you're having, the belt is not being secured properly. You can wear it extremely low, around the hips if needed. I'd say the vast majority of golfers are going to wear it over top of their belt. If you're wearing a skirt or you don't have a belt on and you're wearing tech material, again, it can slide up just from the friction on the body and the pull of the bands. So we recommend that you're wearing pants or shorts with a belt. It kind of helps it grab the PlaneMate belt and prevent it from sliding up. So if you're experiencing any problems with the product beyond these quick tips that could help you, feel free to reach out on the website and contact customer service for more support.